Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Ellie and happy Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make my pom-poms for my planner. This is going to be a super fun, cute, and informative video, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. So basically what you're going to need to make these pom-poms is yarn. You're going to need some scissors, and you're going to need these little Clover pom-pom makers, and I bought these at Michael's. They came in a pack of 2 for $7.99 if I'm not mistaken, but I'll leave all the information down below. And I believe they are by the Clover brand. And again, you can find these like in the yarn section where they sell like their needles for crocheting and all that stuff. But yeah, so there's a bigger size and then there's a smaller size, and then there is another set that has like a smaller size than this and then another smaller size. So depending on how big you want your pom-poms, definitely you can purchase it to your liking. But these are the ones that I use the most, so these are the ones that I got. So to share with you really quick, here's one that I made, and I made this one in a double color, so kind of like a beige color and then a pink color. And then here is the top knot for it. And then here in this little storage box from the Family Dollar Tree is where I keep most of like all my pom-poms, my tassels, and like my charms for my planner for whenever I'm switching them out for my spreads. And these also include the Planner Society ones. So I have like a pink one, and then I have a beige one, I have a red one that I use for Valentine's and Christmas, or any, basically just about any type of spread that matches. And then I have all my like regular tassels. So if you want to see how I made these tassels, I'll leave that video link down below. I believe it was one of my first tutorials as well. And yeah, so I have a video on this so that you guys can see that as well. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put this stuff away, and that way we can keep going with the video. Okay, so the one I'm going to be using today is probably the bigger pom-pom one. And I think I'm going to be using the yellow thread. So basically what you're going to do is, I haven't made one in a while, so hopefully I get this right. There's like 2 little levers right here, and you pull them up, and then on the opposite side there's another 2 and you pull them up. So as you can see, they both go in different directions, and you're going to be using both of these to create the entire pom-pom. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your yarn and just kind of pull out, you know, a whole bunch of yarn, just so that it's easier when you're not like rolling it already. I usually just throw it on the floor and just let it roll, but I'm going to try to do it this way, but here we go. Okay, so this is probably the important part. As far as it goes, you're gonna make sure that you wrap your yarn around both of the little levers, and if you don't, your pom-pom is not gonna come out right. So again, make sure you are wrapping them around both of your levers, because I did one and then I realized that I only wrapped it around one, and I was like, how did I not realize that? But okay, so then you're gonna take your end, and I'm gonna start here just because, you know, it's a form of habit of just starting on this side, but you can start on either side. And then you're just gonna wrap your yarn and go all the way around, all the way through, and then just keep pushing it down, because if you want a full pom-pom, you wanna make sure that it's nice and tight and that you get as much yarn as you can around it. So I've been meaning to make my purple and yellow pom-pom. Like, I totally missed it for Easter. I wanted to do a yellow pom-pom for each Easter, which is why I bought my yellow thread, my yellow yarn, but I didn't, because sometimes I do, it is a bit time consuming. But if you just, you know, if you're like just hanging out, watching Netflix, or, you know, watching TV, or just reading or something, take this with you to your bed, you know. And that's the cool thing, is you can take it to work. You're just gonna need to take your scissors, but you know, you can pretty much take it wherever you go and then just make your pom-pom, you know, wherever you are. But yeah, so just keep going, keep wrapping. You want to try to stay in the order, not like me, but I really don't mind. I don't care. I think it just, whatever way it comes out either way the same way. So just keep wrapping all the way around. And again, you can pick up this tool at Michael's, and I believe it's like $7.99, and you can use a coupon for it. So I mean, it's already pretty inexpensive, but you know, when you can save a couple bucks, you can buy stickers with those couple bucks. So definitely, this is, you know, just a fun way to dress up your planner. So I mean, I love it. I love dressing up my planners with pom-poms and tassels and, you know, charms and all that stuff. So if you're the same way, then you should definitely, you know, get this little tool. It really does come in handy. Okay, so just keep wrapping. I'm gonna try to fill this little space up right here. I'm sorry, I think I keep moving the camera. Alright. Now I was gonna share with you guys a different tutorial today, but because I forgot that I started work late today, that today I was supposed to, you know, close, do the night shift. And in the morning, I ended up like running errands with my boyfriend, so I really didn't have time to film or cook for that matter. So I just got home from work like literally about 30 minutes ago, and I prepped my chicken and I cut my vegetables so that once I'm done filming, I can just start, you know, cooking that stuff up, and then I'll have time to just rest a little bit. But okay, so there we go. Now that I have my first set, now what you can do is you can continue, just kind of bring it over and continue over here. But remember, you want to make sure that you wrap around both. So just keep going. Alright guys, so I finished wrapping this up. Let me grab the yarn. Ooh, okay, so I finished wrapping this up. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and cut this right here. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, I keep like moving the camera. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I cut that, and you're gonna go ahead and close this just like that. Okay, so at this point, this is what it looks like. So again, your yarn should be wrapped around both of the little like lever thingies. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your scissors, and there's like a little opening right here. You're gonna use that as your guide to cut through the middle of your yarn. And this is what creates the pom-pom effect. You want to have like strong scissors for this, because I made mine thick, it's kind of hard. Ooh, okay, so that required a little bit of arm strength. So what I did is I just put it like between my legs, and then I just gripped it so that I was able to cut through it. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side as well. Okay, perfect guys. So I have both of my sides cut. As you can see, there's nothing left right here. So now what you're gonna do is, to connect everything, you're gonna go ahead and take some yarn. And you wanna make sure that you have it, you know, nice and long. That way, at least you won't be short. So you're gonna take your yarn and you're gonna wrap it through the middle of the like little opening. And you're gonna pull it through, just like that. And then you're gonna take it and you're gonna crisscross it and wrap it again. And you can do this multiple times. You know, you don't have to do it only once. And make sure you're like pressing and holding this because it will come apart on you. And now at this point, we're gonna go ahead and tie a couple of knots just to make sure that everything stays in place. If you hear like a little click thing, like you'll feel like a little click, that just means that, you know, the yarn went straight through, so don't worry about it. You're not ripping it or anything. And then always do the opposite side as well. Oh, I'm sorry. This is probably like the worst video as far as me moving my camera. And then we're gonna do 2 more in the same spot. And we are almost done at this point. 1 more. Again, I just do this many knots so that I make sure that, you know, everything stays secure and in place. And so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take basically as much as you know, however tall you want it to be. I do it like that just to keep it in place, and then I'll cut it down. So then you're gonna take both of your levers and you're gonna open them, and these 2 come off. And voila, you have your pom-pom right there. See how cute that is? So now the fun part of, you know, giving it a cute little haircut, you're gonna go ahead and connect this and close it. And then here's the little one. So now the fun part of giving it a cute little haircut. And I don't want it to be this long, so I think I'm gonna cut it down a little. I'm gonna tie it a little bit shorter. And then I'll cut off where I made the knot. Okay, and so now that your pom-pom is ready, you can go ahead, if you want to just, you know, leave it the way it is, you can just cut off like the longer strands. And just kind of, you know, go around and just see like where you want to cut. And let me just make sure. You see how you're gonna have like a few longer pieces? That's totally fine, just, you know, cut them off a little bit. But look at how cute that looks. See, so if you want to, you know, just keep cutting until you get it to the perfect little like ball size that you want it to. But to me, this looks perfect. I love that it's, you know, somewhat like fluffy and somewhat with, you know, a little bit longer hairs and shorter hairs. But that is it, guys. That is how you use the Clover pom-pom maker. I love it. Now, if you want to do a double color one like the one I showed you guys, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put your yellow on this side and your purple on this side, and that'll give you a double color pom-pom. But other than that, that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video for today, and I hope this inspires you guys to create your own. So you know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at @Eli_planwithme. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.